The first time the billionaire's daughter screamed, 3 professional caregivers walked out before noon. By early afternoon, the head teacher resigned, and by sunset, even the security staff refused to step near her private learning wing. The entire mansion buzzed with whispers that the child was impossible, untouchable, and completely broken beyond help. Yet, while the richest specialists failed one after another, someone unnoticed quietly watched from the polished marble hallway, pushing a worn janitor cart and holding a secret pain of his own. Before we continue, if you believe kindness and second chances can change lives, take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Life Spark Stories to support more emotional journeys like this one. Oralia Cade was born into unimaginable wealth, but her world felt painfully small. At just 8 years old, she carried the weight of deep emotional trauma after losing her mother in a tragic daytime yacht accident that happened during what was supposed to be a joyful family celebration. Since that day, Oralia stopped responding to structured teaching, therapy sessions, or any adult authority. She reacted to routine with uncontrollable meltdowns, throwing objects, refusing to speak, and often retreating into silent corners where she rocked back and forth, shutting the world out. Her father, Lucian Cade, a self-made billionaire known for dominating global technology markets, found himself helpless in front of his own daughter's suffering. Money could build skyscrapers, buy companies, and control markets, but it could not reach the fragile heart of his only child. Meanwhile, on the lowest level of the mansion staff hierarchy worked Marlon Reyes, a widowed single father who took the janitor job after losing his construction career due to a workplace injury. Every morning under the bright daylight that flooded through the mansion's glass walls, Marlon silently polished floors while carrying memories of raising his own son, Tavio, who had struggled with severe emotional withdrawal after losing his mother years earlier. Marlon had spent sleepless nights learning patience, discovering that sometimes healing did not come from fixing problems, but from simply staying present through pain. Though his son eventually recovered enough to live independently, Marlon never forgot the fragile steps that led to that healing. One sunny afternoon, during another chaotic episode where staff members fled the learning hall, Marlon found Oralia alone among scattered books and broken art supplies. Instead of reacting with fear or authority, he continued quietly cleaning the floor, maintaining distance, while allowing silence to settle naturally. Over several days, he repeated this simple routine under the warm daylight streaming across the mansion courtyard, never forcing interaction, never showing frustration, and never leaving when Oralia entered one of her emotional storms. Slowly, the child's explosive reactions softened around his calm presence. She began watching him from across the room, confused by someone who neither pitied nor feared her. Weeks passed, and Marlon introduced small, gentle changes into the environment without direct confrontation. He left colorful chalk pieces near her favorite sitting corner, repaired broken toys she had abandoned, and created simple cleaning patterns that resembled playful shapes across the marble floor. These quiet gestures sparked curiosity rather than resistance. For the first time since her mother's death, Oralia began showing signs of engagement, touching the chalk, tracing shapes, and eventually leaving small drawings behind. The mansion staff noticed the subtle transformation, but Lucian remained skeptical, believing such progress was temporary. One bright midday gathering changed everything. During a scheduled family meeting meant to discuss sending Oralia to an international behavioral institute, the child unexpectedly walked into the sunlit conference garden, holding one of Marlon's repaired toy birds. She placed it gently on the table beside her father and sat calmly, something she had not done in nearly 2 years. The silence that followed was heavier than any boardroom negotiation Lucian had ever faced. For the first time, he saw peace in his daughter's posture rather than chaos in her behavior. Investigation revealed that Marlon had been spending his short lunch breaks creating safe, predictable environments for Oralia. Using patience learned through his own fatherhood journey, rather than professional therapy manuals. Lucian, overwhelmed by both gratitude and guilt, offered Marlon a prestigious full-time caretaker position, along with financial security beyond his imagination. However, what moved him most was not Marlon's acceptance, but his humble request to expand emotional support programs for children of mansion staff members who struggled silently with trauma and loss. Under clear daytime skies, Lucian approved the initiative, transforming his estate into a place that quietly supported mental health and family healing for every worker connected to his empire. As Orlia gradually reconnected with the world through art and structured learning, guided by Marlon's steady presence, the mansion that once echoed with tension slowly filled with calm laughter and gentle creativity. The impossible child became a symbol of patience, and the unnoticed janitor became the quiet hero no one expected. If this story touched your heart or reminded you of someone who never gave up on you, please like, share, and engage with the video to help spread messages of compassion and hope to others who may need it today. Special request: comment the word hope if you believe small acts of kindness can create life-changing miracles.